Yeah, you know what time it is. Marty at the Dark Show with your boy.
Your boy, Angel. 96.1.
Your baby mother's favorite co-host.
Oh, yeah, of course. Don't forget that.
Is that what it was?
I believe so. Your baby moms or your mom's.
Your mom's favorite.
It's all your mom's favorite co-host.
Yeah, so what's good, man? What's going on?
You know, just another day. Another dollar.
First off,
another mission.
Another mission. I want to thank everybody for tuning in to another episode of the Marty After Dark Show here on La Brava 96.1 FM. We got a couple things going on for you today. We got the homie Watt in the building, and he's going to be presenting a couple tunes. Honestly, I feel like we've just been quite blessed here.
Yes, we have.
With
a
all the
lot of musical talent. It's every show's been...
The level of talent, especially.
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
And it's all from people, you know, here, from the land, you know?
Yeah, local artists.
Local. You know what I'm saying?
Trying to get themselves out there, you know, just showing the world what else is out there.
And we want to remind everybody listening back at home, you know, we do this every Sunday at 9 p.m. And you can catch the video on YouTube. Green music video on YouTube. Search that up. Couple things, man. Yesterday was Cinco de Mayo. I have never been so disappointed in the Cinco de Mayo.
Yeah, it was the weirdest Cinco de Mayo ever. Like the festivities and the hype just wasn't there.
It was the soggiest Cinco de
Mayo. I
Mayo
heard Philly
ever.
Was fun, but
yeah,
I wasn't in Philly, so.
Who went to Philly?
I don't know. I just seen a lot of pictures and videos.
Oh.
Seemed like a good time.
Oh my God, we could talk about Philly in a little bit too. I got some over here stressing out. You get me?
Stressing? What are you stressing
Yeah.
about? You did not enjoy the day?
No, well, look, just okay. The day aside was all right, but come on, man.
The events surrounding the day.
No fights, man. No fights.
Yeah, the fights
bro.
are terrible.
What? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's Cinco de Mayo without a superstar fight?
Yeah, I don't. That's not Cinco de Mayo then. You know
what I'm saying?
It's sad. The fights yesterday were pretty pathetic.
Yeah,
in my opinion.
Triple G. You know.
And that's sad. You know, he's the best middleweight, pound to pound. You know, he's ranked number 1, right? So why are we fighting?
Yeah, he's I would say he was in the top 3 for sure, because there's a lot of people now. You got the Charlo brothers, you got Canelo, obviously.
Regardless, he's the champ, right? So
yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess
where's the level of competition?
Yeah, I guess you should say that because he is undefeated and has all the belts, that he would be the number 1.
Yeah, even if it wasn't him fighting Canelo, it should have been somebody just as good. I mean,
it
wasn't that.
Least,
I wasn't like too much late notice. For me, if you're a boxer, you're always ready. So
absolutely.
So there's no excuse. It could have been a way better fight,
especially when you're at that level.
Yeah, of course, you stay sharp no matter what. You know, you're always at your best.
Oh, absolutely. There's tons
for
of
for them to organize a fight like that, like on just such a spectacle of a night, like come on, man.
The entire fight lasted all of 6 minutes.
Terrible. You knew it was gonna happen. Like, it was so predictable. Like, why was he even fighting this dude? Like, get somebody else.
I actually had more fun watching the fights before that on Friday. Did you see the Ryan Garcia fight?
Yeah, that was a good fight.
Yeah, did you see that one, Zach?
Which one?
The Ryan Garcia fight?
No.
You heard it though, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, we'll see. The guy he fought was a little step up, and you know, he beat him handedly, I thought. What'd you think?
No, yeah, he definitely beat him.
Yeah.
With no doubt. I mean, it's the first time he went all the rounds, all 10 rounds.
Yeah. And then on top of that,
he a little pretty boy, but man, the Duke of Box, I guess.
He
young. He young too,
yeah.
like 19, 20.
He's 19, yeah.
Yeah.
But you know, they say he's a big puncher. We'll see. You know.
We'll see.
Yeah.
At 130, there's a lot of, he got some fights he could.
Yeah, there's Tank.
Yeah, he could fight some dudes.
Tank
Tank will be a great
Loma.
he's
not ready.
test.
He's not ready for.
It'll be a test to see what he's ready for. At 19, I mean, Tank is young too, so that's a fight people want to watch.
23, I think, or something like that.
That's a good fight.
Yeah.
Oh, does he have?
Not yet,
you know,
though. I don't think.
You don't think so?
I don't think he's ready for that yet. No.
Never know. He's gonna want it sooner or later.
I mean, you know, he's still young. There's no rush, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
Big shout out to my boy Michael Smith, who was in the building.
What's up?
Appreciate you coming by, man. We're chilling, man. Thanks for dropping by, bro. We appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, as far as Philly goes, was it yesterday that the Sixers lost their they lost the game, right?
Yeah,
so
they lost the game, so they're down 3-0, and pretty much at this point, hope is all we have.
Yeah, that's pretty
but
sad.
It's looking
man.
pretty sad. It's looking like it's gonna be done.
And we
just
just
a nice stretch.
We just have Watt. He walked into the building. Watt, what's going on, blood?
What's going on,
You can take a mic if you'd like, because I know how you feel about the Sixers. You probably want to speak your mind.
Yeah, it was brutal.
It's brutal because they should have won both games.
Yeah, no, they should have. It was it's like 3 passes that really just made the difference on yesterday. Man, it was 3 passes, 3 key turnovers.
At the end of the game.
Yeah, it was.
That comes down to coaching. You need to draw up better plays. It's a secure play that we know we're going to get the ball in.
I think they had. They had the right plays, I think. It's just, man, inexperience for one.
Yeah,
2,
that's true.
People take for granted they weren't even supposed to make it this far this year. So I think we should all be happy with what we've even done.
Yeah, exactly.
This year.
They're doing a good job. They got out of the first round, so it's it's pretty promising what's coming up, you know?
Yeah, people would call out for them for having 40 wins this year, and people thought they were insane. And then here they go with 52, I think, the end of the season with. So it's, they're promising future.
It's a great story, and it's only going to get better.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, you got 2 generational talents in Ben Simmons and Joel Embiid, and we're set up for
yeah, you got Fultz, still number 1 pick, so he's got to live up to his hype. They didn't draft him for no reason.
I'd be scared bringing up Fultz when we have Jason Tatum on the other side, though.
I know. I feel like the Sixers missed out on that. I think they should have drafted Jason Tatum, but you don't know what the outcome of the draft is going to be until you pick these guys.
No, it's a roll of the dice, and they call it the lottery draft for a reason.
So
yeah.
They got to duke it out, and hopefully he can step up. And he had a tough season. He was injured a lot, so
yep. Yeah,
we'll see what happens.
Whatever happened with his shot at the beginning of the season was.
Yeah, it's a good run for Philly. They can't win them all.
Nope. No.
Can't win them all.
But if we win the next 4, 1 every time, that'd be good.
Yeah, I know that'd be dope. But
do you guys think they could win the next game?
Nah, they might. They probably win the next game, but they're not gonna win the series.
It'd be tough. I mean, with Boston taking 1 game at home from us, it makes it that much harder because now we need to win 2 in Boston, as well as 2 more at our court. So it's
a lot of work from this point on.
Yeah, I definitely thought. And I'm not always watching basketball, and I'm not always up to date. But I had high hopes for them, as far as the playoffs go.
It wouldn't be a disappointment if they left fifth round. They did a good job. They went as far as they went farther, I think, than people would imagine. Playoffs were like a slight chance, and they ended up being the third seed. Like,
third seed over Cleveland.
Yeah,
we seeded over Cleveland. We did
Cleveland's out here having LeBron James making game winners, but what you gonna do?
Would you guys say that that they're overall a better team, Boston, than Sixers, or?
I think they were a better overall team. Yeah.
Yeah.
They just have more pieces of the puzzle there.
I think their pieces complement each other more than ours right now.
Yeah.
We have Ben Simmons. He facilitates the ball so much. Once he gets past being passed first, once he can start just taking the shots for himself.
It's tough because he doesn't have a jumper, so his game is very
he just drives
centered around the center of the basket. So if he's not in that area, he's got to pass and stuff. So he's not a shooter yet, which he will be one day. It takes time.
And Brad Stevens, coach for the Celtics.
He's a great coach.
He's a great coach, and he's been there before.
Yeah.
And we may be seeing that in this series.
Experience is coming out.
Brett Brown, he's been with it with the Spurs when he helped assist the Spurs, but right now when in his reigns, it's a little more difficult, and there's a learning curve.
Oh yeah. It's gonna be great.
I'm just over here soaking up game, honestly, because I really I love the sport. I always watch the playoffs. That's probably what I.
It's what the playoffs is about, man.
Mm-hmm. Well, it was funny for me following the Sixers because I started following them right when they got awful. The whole Sam Hinkie process thing. So I've watched. I've watched them combine for 40 wins over 5 seasons, and then here we are, over that in one season.
Wow.
Yeah, I can. Yeah, there are players that I've seen that they'll never see a basketball court again, and they played for the Sixers, and I fell in love with those players. It was,
but now they really have a core, and I guess the weird process that they took this journey on, it's actually working.
I believe so.
They have money next year to sign someone, so they have talent and they have a good young core. So Philly is very promising for the years ahead.
Yeah, absolutely.
Philly is booming.
All around. I mean, the Phillies are second in their division.
Yeah, Philly's just
right behind the Braves, which nobody predicted. But
we have a long way to go.
Crappy Sixers player.
Tony Roten. Tony Roten.
Tony Roten?
Tony Roten is my favorite
That's
Sixer
funny.
from the process.
You know what? He wasn't that bad at all.
He really wasn't. You know what? And he brought us hope. I remember 2 games. He did these alley-oop off the backboard passes to KJ McDaniels, another process victim.
Yeah, there's a lot of victims.
Dude, and I tell you what though, the whole arena, the whole stadium just blew up like it was a playoff game.
Oh yeah, watching something like that live is nuts.
It was insane.
So what? He like saved the game?
No, I'm pretty sure they lost the game, but
just good play.
That is
just good play.
incredible.
But it was just an amazing play that I was like, that's awesome.
Yeah, Philly really loves their own, you know.
Yeah, they do.
Oh,
Their fans are fanatics, man.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, Philly is very strong right now. I must say. You guys saw Meek Mill. He got out.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh yeah. He rang the bell. For this.
Yeah, that same night he didn't even go home and
Nope.
He got a shape up first. He got
Yeah.
I think it was the VP of the Sixers went and picked him up.
Yeah.
Oh
And
yeah,
brought
his
him to the game.
helicopter.
He
Yeah.
said, "Come, we need you."
He said we need you
Damn.
tonight.
But was that a playoff game?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yep.
they lost.
I think that was the second game. Second game they won. Or
Yeah.
no,
My
no,
heart
they did
is
lost.
broken.
They're
They
not-
lost. Yeah, they haven't won yet.
Damn.
It felt like they won in my heart.
I know, right?
That's
They should have won 2 of
wild.
them already. But
Not even Meek. Not even Meek could do it for them.
Nah,
And
it's
yeah, Nick Foles
man.
was
He was there
last
too?
game. He was the last game. Rang the bell for the last
Oh yeah,
game.
yeah, I saw
Oh,
that. Yeah,
really?
I did see that.
Yep.
Yeah. That's wild.
Yeah, they always have a lot of celebrities out there. Kevin Hart's always out there.
Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart's a joke. But
Yeah.
whatever.
It's kind of
He's
annoying.
important. It is.
Philly. I mean, Philly has they have a number of boxing stars now, and I guess Meek Mill is probably it. Yeah, that's pretty it.
Will
Yeah.
Smith.
Well, Will Smith.
Oh,
but you
Danny-
forget.
yeah,
Everybody
Will Smith,
forgets.
right? I
Everybody
know.
forgets that
He's
he's
sleeping
from
on Will.
Yep.
Philadelphia. But yeah, he is.
Danny Garcia was at one of the fights too.
You mean the games?
One of the games. I'm sorry. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean Danny Garcia is pretty popular.
Yeah, I would say so. In the Philadelphia area for sure.
yeah.
I would say like people that don't watch boxing.
Don't know? No.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah. I guess you're right.
Yeah.
Damn, I'm trying to pull
It's
for
some,
you.
It's some guy that just sits in the front. You feel me?
Yeah. Yeah. With a nice shape up.
With a nice shape.
Yeah. That's cool. And a beautiful wife.
Yeah.
Oh, you never see? You don't follow him on Instagram?
No.
All right.
His Instagram's hilarious when he puts his dad in his videos. Yeah, his dad is a trip.
Yo, by the way, did you speak to Groovy Tony on your way over here?
On my way over here, I did not.
Is he home?
He is home.
Oh, what a scumbag.
He was
What
watching.
a scumbag.
He was watching Tropic Thunder.
Yo, that's a good idea. He was watching Tropic Thunder?
Tropic Thunder,
Oh.
yeah. I
Well,
couldn't tell what it was.
I kind of, like, all right. Tropic Thunder is a good movie.
Yeah, I don't know if it's a good reason to miss this, but
Not all the way.
Yeah.
Especially
no.
since he was so excited to come. We should call him.
that'd be good.
He's probably not going to answer. Watch. He's not going to answer. Let's see.
Maybe he was just accepting to call in.
Yeah. We'll find out. We'll see.
See if Marty's right.
I don't think so. Tropic Thunder is a classic. It's one of those movies that I downloaded and would just have on my computer.
I definitely forgot about that movie until I just saw it on.
It's so random.
Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah.
He's the best.
Hey, you've reached Anthony. I can't answer the phone right now.
Wow.
Leave a message.
Wow.
It's worth a
Yo.
shot. Worth a shot.
I would say shout outs to Groovy, but I don't know how I feel about this now. Can't wow. I'm
He
hurt.
probably looked at it too. He was probably on his phone on Twitter.
Oh yeah.
Damn.
Saw the call and then just swipe it over. You know the move.
Oh, he was like,
You
No,
know,
thank you.
I'm trying to involve people, you know, calling into the show and that, and I can never get a hold of anybody. It's ridiculous.
bad time, man.
They say it's because we're millennials.
That
We don't
phone
answer
calls.
phone calls anymore. It's all
You know,
about
but-
texting.
You know what?
and-
I'm a phone call guy. I hate texting.
Yeah.
I can't.
I
I
really
personally
do.
can't stand
Yeah.
the phone call.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't do it.
I mean, I'm not saying to be on the phone for like a long period of time, just to
Yeah.
get across your message and then
It's quicker.
Yeah.
It is quicker.
yeah, carry forward. I want to be sitting there giving you all the details through a message. It's annoying.
Yeah, that is true. Yeah, that's totally true. But I guess people do avoid phone calls if they, generally speaking, like, even if there's no reason for me to like not avoid it, and I'll just be like, it's just like.
Why is it always like that? Why you have to like second guess yourself. Like, should I get this? Nah, yeah.
Should I get this?
Nah, whatever. Yeah, I'll text him in an hour and say I just woke up or something.
Oh my
You know what I
God,
mean?
the tricks, the
The
tricks of the
tricks
trade.
behind it.
Or the classic on my way, and then you get ready, and then you leave.
Yeah, of course, yeah.
Where you at? I'm already on 55. You haven't even jumped in the shower yet.
That means you're at the Wawa before 55.
Exactly.
Oh,
I'm right down the street. Come outside.
It's funny how Wawa is always that move before you hit 55.
Oh yeah.
Always.
Yeah, Wawa is crucial to
Just
sustaining life. I feel bad for the communities out there in the world that don't have Wawa. If you don't know what a Wawa is, please go on your laptops right now and Google it so you can understand the love that we have for this place.
It's like
It's magical. It's this 24-hour little piece of heaven that can be accessed
what's the
at
other
any
one?
time,
Sheets?
obviously, because it's
Sheets.
24/7.
where's that at?
That's like a
What is it?
PA thing.
Oh, it's a PA thing.
Yeah.
What is it?
I
It's
haven't
just
been
like
to one.
Wawa.
Sheets?
People
With
say
a
it's
Z.
better. Yeah,
Yeah.
sheets with a Z at the end.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whack. We're not doing that. No way.
Sheets.
That's a shame because they have Wawas in PA now.
They do.
Oh wait, they've been had Wawas in PA, no?
Yeah, so why are they building sheets?
Oh, they.
It sounds
Doesn't
like
make
a
sense.
it
Here's
sounds
being
like
loyal.
sounds like a laundromat. Something
Yeah,
like
that
that.
sounds terrible. They're gonna close in a year. They're gonna close.
I don't know about that. It's a pretty close debate.
Yeah, well that's true. In Texas, they didn't have Wawas. Obviously, they had random grocery stores and
like
gas stations.
almost like the John right there, like convenience store, but
yeah, I mean they had a
kinda
they
like
had a real
7-Elevens.
big one. Their version of a Wawa was Buc-ee's, and it was a
Buc-ee's.
gas station that was like
That's a
I
very
swear,
Texas thing.
this gas station was like a tourist attraction. You can go there, buy stuff, go shopping. They have restaurants inside of it. They must have like 200 pumps. That's how big
What?
it is. Yeah, bro, it's crazy.
200 pumps.
Yeah, I'm not even making this up.
Everything is bigger in Texas, they say.
Yeah.
So.
It's like people go there and like spend the whole day there if they really could. It's
Yeah.
like a little place to like see. You know what I mean?
I gotta go back out there. I haven't been out there.
It's like an
in-
international airport,
Really?
pretty much.
Huh?
Just at a gas station stop.
Yeah. The only thing with Texas is that it's so hot, man. This
Yeah, it
shit
is hot. I remember the first 2 weeks I lived there, it was like 115
Yeah. No.
for like
Oh,
2
no
weeks
way.
in a row.
I would have left.
That's
and it's
OD.
like and it's like oven heat. You know, it's
That's
not
OD.
humid. It's just dry.
You cooking yourself up at that point.
Yeah.
If
If you're driving with the windows down, you're blazing yourself still.
you need air conditioning out
You
there.
need AC. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no such
No
thing
way.
as driving with the windows down.
Yeah, and that and when you get back in your car from having it parked,
Bro, you know how
them
here
5 minutes.
you know you have to turn
Yeah,
on
the-
your car
the
to
black
get it
leather
warm in the
seat.
winter.
Yeah,
You got to turn it on to get it cold before you step
Or
out.
approachable at least even. Oh man. Everybody tuned in back at home. This is the Marty After Dark show every Sunday at 9 on La Brava 96.1 FM, and we'll be right back after these commercial messages. Oh yeah, and we're back. Shout out to Mike. Did you get that? I said, and we're back. Shout out to Mike. See, he had a podcast called And We're Back.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. Big shout out to Eric Shorter. What was he talking about? Oh yeah, listen, man. If you see somebody, if you see your boy and his shirt is all like not properly aligned,
Yeah.
bro, be real and tell them. You know what I'm saying? Like people don't, like when they don't tell you your collar is crispy. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like, come on, man. It's just a matter of doing what's right.
It's a matter of respect.
All right, so we're back again on the Marty After Dark show on La Brava 96.1 FM, and my co-host with me, Young Angel in the building.
up?
What's
What's
goody,
poppin'?
man? What's new in your world, bro?
It's nothing really, man.
Yeah.
What's new?
Cool.
Let's dive into these interesting topics.
Yeah. Well, it's actually funny because Watt is here with us, and if you guys have me on Facebook,
Hello.
I can get a little What's the word?
I don't know.
I'm very vocal sometimes, you know.
Extremely vocal.
I'm very vocal
Yeah.
sometimes.
Opinionated. That's
Yeah.
that's a good one.
Opinionated.
It's a strong
But-
adjective.
I mean, there's like a negative connotation to it, and I don't mean that bad.
Right.
But like, you have your opinions and
Yeah.
you stand strongly with them.
Yeah. Everybody has their opinions.
Yeah.
You know.
You gotta
Um,
ride with them if they're yours.
You gotta ride with them. I mean, you gotta be true to oneself. And what was it, like a week ago? Probably like a week ago, right?
I think so.
like a week
yeah.
ago. So I have this status. Actually, I posted this article. How basically it's saying that Kanye West, who's obviously a rapper, is the world's last rock star. I think that was the phrasing.
The world's last rock star.
The world's last rock star. What do you think about that, Angel?
I doubt it.
You doubt it.
Yeah.
The last rock star? No.
The last rock star on the planet.
Who says it ends with Kanye?
No, I'm saying at the moment, that's what the article is trying to get across. And basically, I don't know if you guys read it.
No, I did not.
Basically saying how there's no more rock stars in the sense that, the way that John Lennon was a rock star or, Ozzy Osbourne was a rock star or like, huh? Who? No way. Well, okay. Here, look, Tupac. I wouldn't call him, but if you want to call him a rock star,
so you're talking about like game changers.
We're talking about people like people that kind of like
musical geniuses per se,
personify the rock star persona. That's what I'm trying to go for. And all right, I kind of see what you're getting at with Tupac, but as far as like on the creative side, I don't really rank Tupac that highly. Okay, so you know what I'm saying, but I guess you could say that.
Okay, we know what you mean though.
Yeah, I think they're like in that article. Then they're kind of redefining the definition of rock star.
Yeah.
And I think that's where the controversy of the argument that ensued is people see the word rock star and they only want to look at the rock music.
Right.
And
exactly.
all of that.
Yeah.
I know what you mean though.
So yeah, and I received quite a number of responses for that. But as far as like that persona. It's tough because I would say the last rock stars, if we're excluding Kanye, would probably be the Chili Peppers, honestly, because they're the real. To me, they would be the last.
I mean, they're still going.
They are still, but they're on the tail end of their career.
And the thing about the Chili Peppers that's interesting, and like not just because I'm a bass player, but the biggest rock star in the Chili Peppers. Is their bass player is Flea.
Yeah.
Flea has the more kind of media influence and kind of transcends just music in terms of Hollywood and social stature. He's the one that really kind of pushes the boundaries for the band.
Right.
And usually you look at your Ozzy Osbournes and your John Lennons, it's always the front man that always
the lead
guitar.
Yeah. Well, but even for like Beatles, I would still like say like the whole band really is a group of rock stars really. And that's really what I was getting at. And I still have a lot of music to brush up on, but like I guess I would say Metallica, AC/DC, Led Zeppelin, but lately, as of late, it's just everybody's too clean. Everybody's like the pop stars. Yeah. There's really no excitement. There's no edginess, and that's what the article was getting to. I don't know how you guys would feel about that.
I would have to read it, honestly.
Yeah, I didn't read the article, but just off of
it is a bold statement to make.
Yeah, it is, and the way that I look at
who wrote the article?
And I
don't know. It was some.
Yeah.
No, it was a website. It was a
nobody.
It
guy on Reddit.
No, it may have been a magazine.
It was a Tumblr quote chain.
Okay, so okay, we established the article, right? I post the article. Boom, we get a couple responses, and the first thing that somebody mentions, I forget, it was probably like Zach or
it was
Petrini.
Yeah, I think it was. Yeah.
Well, who else said it? And Steven Gillard. Shout out to Steven Gillard. Yeah. Big shout outs to Petrini.
So were people coming at your neck saying that you supported the article?
Yeah, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. Essentially.
And
so how did you take it?
Well, no, it's all good. It's all like I put my opinions out there for a reason. Yeah. And if people want to feel it,
you like that feedback. Yeah.
I like to get a some feedback from the people. And somebody mentioned David Grohl. Who else did they mention? I don't know. Okay.
Dave Grohl ended up being the main fixture of the argument.
Well, that's who I picked on. Because go ahead.
Well, yeah. My point with it is it was the examples that were being used. Yeah. They say Dave Grohl. Yeah. But they use Nirvana, his first band as an example. Where like that's not his band. Like he just joined later, and he was part of it. He wasn't the creative force behind it. He has a big influence on the sound for sure.
And I would definitely say that David Grohl is a rock star. Yeah, that's without a doubt.
Absolutely. He's worked with all the greatest. He's worked with Lemmy. He's worked with Brian May from Queen, and he's done lots of projects to kind of bring old hard rock and metal into a new sound with a project called Probot. He's done a lot. I mean, he sells out Wembley. His band sells out Wembley. You don't get much bigger than that.
Damn, that's pretty good. That's saying a lot. That's saying a lot.
So, all right, now to you, are they like one of your favorites?
Foo Fighters, not necessarily one of my favorites. Nirvana, 100% one of my favorites.
Okay. Yeah.
I grew up on their music. There was a point where I could sing every song. You know, it was they were my favorite only because if you look at and not only because, but when they released Nevermind and when Smells Like Teen Spirit first came out, nothing sounded like it. That's the whole big thing with it.
That's a great song, man.
And nothing sounded like it, and everything that they did after that had that sound and kind of you know angst. You know, it was very angsty. You know, everything in rock music at that time.
It was different
just
for its time. It was it's a whole different element.
Yes.
Of,
What was big? Like,
I mean,
pop was big.
This was like in early 90s, right?
This was early
like
90s,
early
late
80s.
and late 80s.
Yeah.
So you're
Like
all
the
like
whole 80s.
Guns N' Roses. And it's
Yeah.
funny because you look at
yeah.
your Motley Crues and Guns N' Roses, and they were singing about all the stuff that all the rappers rap about now, and that's just, you know, getting the girl, doing the drugs,
Yes.
and, you know, and
Yes.
Nirvana was the band to kind of just say like, no, let's
Something
not
different.
do that
Yeah.
anymore. Like, you know, let me kind of say something a little more real from the heart in
Yeah.
my own, you know, kind
Right.
of
that's
misunderstood way.
Right.
But
Very angsty.
very angsty, very
I love
angsty.
that word to describe people like Nirvana. And that's a great point that you brought up, how, like, you know, the rock bands were essentially today's rappers in terms of the message, the swag, the attitude. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
And when somebody says rock star, that's what I think of. I think of the whole package. You know, someone who's like just obnoxious, opinionated. Maybe a little bit
They're
aggressive.
superstars in their own way. You know what I mean? They stand out. you
Yeah.
know?
Okay. That exactly. That's what I'm starting. And like the creativeness, I think really, like, you have to be creative. You can't just be like getting sauced and wasted. You know, every night.
Wasting talent.
That's not gonna make you a rock star.
That's
you know.
true, That's true.
You have to have the
You have to back
What
it
happened?
up. Yeah.
That's your Jim Morrison.
Yeah, Jim Morrison.
Jim Morrison.
Yeah, the Doors.
the door. Oh, okay, but
Yeah, but
he
like I
can
said,
rock.
if you could back it up,
Yeah, yeah,
if you go on the
if you
stage and do
back
your
it up,
thing,
that's
whatever, it is what it is. Yeah,
Yeah, I would definitely.
You can do whatever you want in your off time as long as you're
Yeah.
doing what you have to do on stage.
On stage, yeah.
Yeah, I see. Like, what happened?
He would, yeah. He was kind of notorious for always turning his back to the audience and like not being a part of the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
That was Jim
Really?
Morrison's thing. Yeah, he was a terrible front man. For
Like
a band.
disassociating a little bit.
Yeah, he would disassociate himself from the band and the crowd and just do his own thing.
Like, what
Yeah.
are you guys doing here? I'm over here trying to jam.
He was also just notorious for, you know, whipping his junk out whenever he
What?
wanted to.
Oh, yeah, this guy's
yeah.
nuts.
Yeah.
On stage?
He's-
Yep.
See, that's a rock star.
Yes.
That's a rock star.
He
you
was
know?
a rock
They
star.
just do what
That's a
they
rock
want.
And
And their musical background kind of allows them to do that. Like, you
Oh,
know,
yeah,
I'm so
yeah.
good at what I do.
You have to be. You have
I
to
can
be good.
wherever I want
you know?
on my off time, you know?
And like this goes back to even people like ELP. Like people at one point they felt like they were just so obnoxiously like full of themselves because they were really good. You know what I'm saying? So I think that's what really the article was trying to get at, because if you look at today's pop stars, that's missing. That's not there. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That performance.
Unless they shave their hair off, and then now, you know, everybody
Britney?
wants to talk Britney Spears, and who else? Someone else did it too. I feel like Lindsay Lohan did. But I mean, she's not a rock
Right,
star,
yeah.
but like
Yeah.
kind of in that same vein, like or vein, same Jane.
What about someone like Rihanna? Like, I think you could consider Rihanna.
Okay,
if
she's
I would not say that.
rock star type person.
That
I
is
don't
pop
know.
music, man.
I'd put
She's
it
a
in
pop
there.
star.
She's a pop star.
I don't know. To me, she's a pop star.
I think what it is the discussion is now rock music is in the forefront, and
Yeah.
it's this you know this
It
kind
could
of
be
blend,
anything.
this like R&B
Right.
pop hip hop blend
Yeah.
that's going on, you know,
Yeah.
with your Rihanna, Nicki Minaj, Cardi
Right.
B, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Like they're all kind of in that same style, and that's in the forefront now. So now everybody, you know, the media's eye is looking into those artists as to like who's the crazy one right now? Who can we get the next headline from?
Yeah,
and
that's
more than likely than always, it's going to be Kanye.
But I think, oh yeah. But I see, why Kanye is in the conversation, and I wouldn't put these other people in the conversation, is because even though Rihanna has a great voice and all that, they're not really creators. They don't write songs. They don't produce. Kanye is a true to life, you know, producer, and that's why. See, I think that has a lot to do with it. I wouldn't say any of these guys are in the mix, and that just, you know.
I just want to say one thing.
Yeah.
This might go pick me up.
Yeah.
Just to speak my piece.
Go ahead.
I just think it's a silly argument
Of the rock star.
to say that somebody is the last rock star. I think that's
Yeah, that's
Well,
kind
yeah.
of like.
I saw 70-year-old Neil Young last year,
Yes, but
Was
we're
killing it,
yes.
And Neil Young is in fact a rock star.
Okay. So if you guys can't hear Zach, he's saying that he thinks that the argument is silly because there's Neil Young out there. He's 70 years old and he's still jamming out, and that's
And he has an edgy message, and he's creative.
yes. I that's all good and fun, and you got to respect that. But he's obviously not.
The title to
in
the article is
in
just
his-
misleading. Obviously, he's not going to be the last rock star. I mean, there's going to be more generations.
He's not in the limelight
There's
now.
rock stars being born every day.
He's
you know
not.
what I mean?
He's
Like,
not. He's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they're just not
he's,
out there
He's
yet.
not like the Beatles were in the late '60s.
But when
or
Neil Young was
even.
messing around
Oh,
with
yeah.
Crosby, Stills, Nash, he was.
Yes,
Yeah.
I agree with that, but that's not now, is what I'm saying. That's what time has a lot to do with it. That was my argument, because it's not like I'm completely writing off the past. You can't, but it's not now.
I think using the word last was a silly thing.
Last, I said last or even biggest, whatever. I mean, right now that's how I feel, because at the end of the day, everybody you can go anywhere and anybody's gonna know Kanye West, and they're gonna have something to say about it.
Yes.
He's a polarizing figure.
Yeah.
And if you guys, I mean, he came out with some funny stuff recently,
Really?
but yeah.
Yeah.
But we'll see, man. When that album comes out, we'll see.
Yeah, we could take it from there when the album comes out. It's going to be
true.
extremely interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially after
The world is waiting.
J. Cole's just came out,
Yeah.
and he'll always declare himself with the crown.
Yeah.
I think everything that he's released, he always makes some kind of
Remark.
imagery of that.
Yeah.
you
Yeah.
know?
Yep.
It's kind of a
But
little
it is, yeah. But that's the hip hop thing, man.
You have
Hip
to
hop.
have- yeah.
Hip hop's a lot like the WWE, man. Like there's like, I mean, for real, it's
There's the
like this
crown.
guy's beefing that. I need the crown. I need the title. I'm the best. You know, it's very, and that's also part of it where you're calling Kanye the last rock star. It's sensationalized, and that's just the hip hop kind of mainstream culture. It's all sensationalized. You know,
Yeah, it
and
really
it's very
is.
it's sensationalized, and
The
and
Crown, you know.
and
Yeah.
it's
Who's the Crown?
entertainment.
Yeah,
it
it
really
is,
is
yeah.
entertainment because people love to talk about it.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
And that's why whoever knows Kanye, they also have something to say.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
And that's-
Even J. Cole had something to say about
J.
him.
Cole,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Yeah.
And everybody, even just the listener, also has something to
Oh,
say,
absolutely,
and that's
yeah.
regarding any of those artists.
Yeah, yeah.
Even Kendrick included in
Yeah,
that
yeah.
discussion.
Definitely in the mix.
And
Kendrick, yeah. Kendrick is definitely in the mix.
With using
Oh, yeah.
the word last,
Mhm.
Kendrick.
I would
That's what I'm saying. That you could, the word last.
I
is
would
a little
see.
bit
I would be closer to calling Kendrick
far-fetched.
kind of a rock star, but again, he writes his lyrics, but not all. You know, he's not a producer.
Well, not everyone has the luxury of starting their carear as a producer.
That
as
is
well.
true.
You know, and
Yeah.
that was Kanye. He started off as a producer. You
Or
know,
a
he's
songwriter
got-
even, but
Kendrick just
Yeah.
dropped 3. They were concept albums.
right.
All 3
No, they're great, and you can't.
changed everything.
give him-
He's
give him the-
polarizing media.
I give Kendrick all the credit in the world.
Yeah.
Give him all the credit.
Well, to Pimp a Butterfly was an instant classic when it
Yeah.
dropped. Like instant
even
10 out of 10.
Even
perfect
Good Kid,
album.
Mad
Like,
City.
Oh yeah.
Section
Oh, Good
Section
Kid, Mad
80.
City is really
Mhm.
good.
Like, trust me, like, I've been listening to Kendrick since I think 2000.
Good Kid, Mad City is probably one of my favorites.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
But I mean, that would be my biggest problem with you know, that's just the creative side. I mean,
Mhm.
look, he wants to be a lyricist, and I mean, but I would still kind of like if I had to make that call, I would say yeah, I wouldn't mind calling him a rock star just because of his persona, you know, and he's kind of like.
I think the whole saying a rock star has to play rock music is also very silly.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
no,
of
I-
course.
I-
That's,
totally, yeah.
Come on, it's 2018.
And-
That's not
yeah.
even the case anymore.
And for those that didn't hear, he said, Zach said, you know, being a rock star to only play rock is
Yeah.
silly. You know,
Yeah,
to be
it is
called a
silly.
rock star.
Yeah.
It is. You know, with I had a point, and then I just like
I hate when
just
that
like,
happens.
it just jumped right out of my brain.
Yeah.
Embracing. You have to embrace that personality as well.
Yeah,
and
that's
Kanye
true.
does that very well. You know, he embraces being whatever, negative or positive. He'll embrace any attention that comes to it. Whereas
That
like
is
an
true.
artist like Kendrick and J. Cole, they're a little more on the introverted side, and I don't think they necessarily would want to embrace that. And I don't know if I'm not putting words in their mouths, but
It makes sense though.
You know,
it does
they-
make sense.
they're not really in a position to kind of embrace that. Where Kanye, you know, I talked about transcending like Flea as the basis. You know, he goes between just being the hip hop artist, but he's also a media influencer. Whereas Kendrick has his voice in the media every now and then, but J. Cole specifically, he
Very quiet.
stays very
Yeah,
very
yeah.
quiet,
Very
and
quiet,
it's very
yeah.
and it's very rock.
They don't want
or,
that
in
attention
just
where
in the
a rock
hip-hop.
star has a lot of attention. If you know, in that element, you know, Kanye takes on that bring me whatever. I want to be out in the world. I want the world to know whatever I want to say, and I want to be, call it center of attention or whatever you want to call it. But he wants to be out there. He wants to be known. So
he'll embrace it.
Rock stars absorb that. That's what they're about.
Mm-hmm.
So that's kind of what stands them apart.
Yeah, definitely. I guess that's one of the qualities that all the other like top rappers right now don't quite have, because like you take someone like Drake, like I'm a big fan, obviously Drake is the man, but I would be very reluctant to group him as like as a rock star.
Right.
It's just what
you
can start shouting out names and you can like pretty much pick who's a rock star, who's not. That's not their persona. That's not who they are.
And God knows we need rock stars.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Is Justin Bieber a rock star?
No.
I mean, there's Snapchat stories of him with prostitutes in Colombia. Like that's that's pretty rock star.
That's just
man.
a regular day.
That is very rock star. That is very rock star.
You see all the tattoos he's got now, and like
but that's
come a long way from 12-year-old kid on YouTube.
I'm not sold on him being a rock star. No way. No way.
Wow.
He's still making money off of his Little Kitty albums.
That is true.
Let's keep it real.
Yeah, those are probably selling well.
Yeah. Like Miley Cyrus.
No, still no. No. If you were just giving me names out of a hat, and I would just say yes or no, I'm telling you no for her.
It's just what's missing is
she's not a rock star.
In today's industry. It's just like the singer songwriter that actually like is like, because now what everybody does is they buy their songs from other people. That's what they do. You know what I'm saying?
There's
that's what's missing.
Yeah, we're missing the raw ability.
The raw skill.
Then Lady Gaga's a rock star then.
I would say
yes.
so,
Lady Gaga's
yes,
a rock star.
absolutely.
See how much we could just agree right on the name.
Lady
right
Gaga is
yeah.
definitely a rock star.
I would say
she's
definitely.
absolutely a rock star.
Can that be our rapid questions? Is that a rock star or not? Like,
you would know definitely just by saying a name. It just makes sense.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It fits who they are.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, she is. She literally jumped down into a Super Bowl performance. Like, come on, man. Literally. And she did American Horror Story, and a lot of people say that was a really good season.
Real quick before I forget, talking about Kanye, did you guys see the SNL yesterday?
I don't watch much television.
I missed it.
It was Childish Gambino. That's why.
Yeah, I want to see it today, maybe.
Dude, watch the skits. The skits are hilarious.
Okay.
He's really funny.
The skits are hilarious. Everybody tuned in to us right now. This is the Marty After Dark show on La Brava 96.1 FM. Every Sunday at 9 p.m. we do this, so tell your friends. Make sure you tune in. You could also stream us through the internet. We'll give you details on that. Or you could download the app La Brava 1440, and you can stream us from there. But we're gonna go to a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back. Yeah, and we're back on the Marty After Dark show on the Bravo 96.1 FM. Big shout outs to the homie Serge Karpenko, who's listening all the way from Los Angeles, right?
LA.
LA.
The love.
Cali.
The love.
Going back to Cali. So yeah, and we have with us today, I love that song. I was bumping it today, actually.
It's so good.
Yeah, it really is.
Instant classic.
He's acting like a rock star in that video.
Oh, definitely. 100%.
Okay, and with us today is musical guest Watt Milliams.
Yo.
You get me? And we're about to hit you off with some questions. We're about to, put you on the spotlight. I hope that's okay.
I have no choice at this point, so.
my co-host,
You're
Young
doomed.
Angel.
Let's see what we got.
Okay, let's.
On hell.
It's gonna be random. Just gonna go off and you just say what you gotta say. All right.
All right.
Right off the bat, what's your favorite song?
Favorite song? Oh my goodness.
The pressure.
The pressure is on. My favorite song. I'm just gonna go with one that I'm probably gonna perform it later. Actually, it's called not Lighterless. It's called "Dull" by Microwave.
Nice.
Dull by Mike. Oh, wait, is this? Did you play this? That one? Okay.
I did. Yeah. I'll be playing it a little later. Yeah.
Hey,
all right.
Okay.
What advice did you get that was the most rewarding?
Probably drop out of rowing.
Nice.
Damn.
Yeah,
Yikes.
that was my bass teacher that told me that one.
Oh, man.
If you were a superhero, what would your powers be?
My powers would be perfect pitch. Typical
That'd be-
musician
that'd be
answer.
Hey, that's different.
That'd be pretty
I
cool.
respect that. What is your least favorite type of music?
Country.
I knew that. It's everybody.
I like folk. Now there's a difference. I love folk music, but country music.
I like folk music.
No.
especially like pop.
Yeah.
Country, yeah.
And that's what country music is.
Yeah.
If you won $1 million, what would you buy?
I would invest it into cryptocurrency.
Okay.
Smart. Yeah.
If you could access a time machine, where would you go?
Probably early 90s.
Nice.
Yeah.
Early 90s?
Early 90s, yeah.
Club music?
Yeah, like as my age, like right now, I would like to be in the early 90s. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Sweet. That's not a bad period.
If you could win any award, what would it be?
I've already won my award. I won Best Bassist of South Jersey this year for Elephant Talk Music Awards. That's me and my band.
Perfectly set up question. It was meant to be.
Quick light flex for everybody.
If you could add
Light
one
flex.
person or any person to Mount Rushmore, who would it be and why?
On Mount Rushmore. Ooh, that's a loaded question. I don't. Can I take a pass? Or pass is allowed?
You could definitely take a pass.
Like,
Yeah.
let me take a pass on that.
if you could teleport, where would you go and why?
To the bathroom. I forgot to use the alley
Say
in
no
the
more.
back.
All right, ready? Morning, noon, or night?
Night. Always
Night.
been the night out.
Okay.
Facts.
How do you like your steaks cooked?
Medium rare.
Medium rare. All right. What was the last film you watched?
I watched like 5 seconds of Tropic Thunder earlier today.
Nice.
What fortune would you get from a fortune cookie?
What would your fortune be?
My fortune would probably be everything's gonna be all right.
I like that.
Nice. I like that.
Hakuna Matata. Let's see what else. Maybe one or two more. What was your favorite cartoon show growing up?
Ooh, Angry Beavers or
Oh, that was so dope.
It's three-way tie. Angry Beavers, Rock and Modern Life,
Snap.
or Hey Arnold. Yeah.
Wow.
Those are three solid cartoons.
They're up there. I would put everything aside as a kid. Would never do
yeah.
homework
Yeah.
if those shows were on.
Angry Beaver was great.
I hear you. For some reason, Angry Beavers really
Slept
resonated.
on.
Yeah.
Slept on.
You know what? It's because me and my brother were like the same. It was like the light skinned brother and the dark skinned brother. And it's like
Yeah, same here actually.
What's your
the dark
favorite
skin.
cuisine?
Cuisine. I've been on, I don't know, like Asian cuisine's pretty good, I guess.
Okay.
But like I can't do the squid
Sushi?
and octopus stuff. Not a big sushi fan,
No?
so like I like Chinese food.
General So.
Everybody
General
likes
So.
Chinese.
Yeah. Sweet and sour. Oh, yeah, no. Sweet and
The curry chicken.
sour. Nice. Yeah.
Oh yeah, Chinese food is always banging. You know what I mean, it's essential to life. You have to get it. All right, let's do one more. And I don't know. There's not that many good ones on this list anymore.
We'll cut it short. Big shout outs to
Yeah,
everybody
that's good
tuning in.
enough. Good for me.
Who's tuning in on the Marty After Dark show on Bravo 96.1. Big shout outs to Zach, who's always holding it down behind the scenes.
Always. We
Get me?
appreciate the
trying
efforts.
to think about anybody I'm missing out.
Behind the lens.
You know, the man behind the lens, you know. Big shout out to
all the
Michael
all the
Smith,
power that goes behind the show.
who bought VIP tickets to today's show. And he's
Yeah.
actually the exclusive holder to that seat. There's actually, that's it, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You donated to be here.
Yeah. Big shout outs to Watt Milliams for coming in. And my producer told me you got some tunes for us.
I do, yes, I do.
All right. Would you like to, you know what? Here's a better one. We're going to go to a quick commercial break and we'll be right back.
Okay.
And we're back on the Marty After Dark show. And I have with us today our musical guest, Watt Milliams.
Hello, hello.
I guess that's happening again.
Oh, we're doing that again.
Yeah,
Drop
I
again.
don't know. Sometimes they like to hit us with that stuff just randomly. That's cool. It's all good. So you have some tunage for us today.
Yes, correct.
Do you mind giving the fans at home a brief description, a synopsis, if you will?
So, I'm a musician. Primarily, I play bass. Usually, I don't do the whole like singing guitar thing. But I like to perform songs that I love personally, just so that other people have the chance to hear them. I also have a song that I wrote that I think is pretty good, and hopefully everybody else does as well. But the styles, they range. Like I mentioned folk earlier. I love folk music, so I have like kind of folky tunes, jazzy tunes, poppy tunes, and I'll probably maybe rock out a little bit
Yeah,
too.
very diverse.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I've done it all. So.
So this next song that you're about to play, can you tell us a little bit about it, what it means to you?
So this song is it's called "Out of My Head" by Fastball. Actually, people might be familiar with it. Machine Gun Kelly used the lyrics and melody in one of his recent songs. I like the song just because it was written by a bass player, I believe, so I kind of fell in love with it. 90s band, 90s music. So, yeah, I don't know. If you don't mind, I'll probably just take it away with that, right?
Take it away.
All right, sounds good. Sometimes I feel like I am drunk behind the wheel of possibility, however it may roll. And give it a spin, see if it can somehow factor in. You know there's always more than one way to say exactly what you need to say. Was I out of my head? Was I out of my mind? How could I have ever been so blind? I was waiting for an indication, it was hard to find. No matter what I say, only what I do. Never mean to do bad things to you. So quiet, but I finally woke up. And if you're sad, then it's time you spoke up too. Was I out of my head? Was I out of my mind? How could I have ever been so blind? I was waiting for an invitation, it was hard to find. No matter what I say, only what I do. I never mean to do bad things to you. So quiet, but I finally woke up. And if you're sad, then it's time you spoke up too. Was I out of my head? Was I out of my mind? How could I have ever been so blind? I was waiting for an invitation, it was hard to find. No matter what I say, only what I do. I never mean to do bad things to you. So quiet, but I finally woke up. And if you're sad, then it's time you spoke up too.
Hold up, give me 1 second.
No problem. Awesome. Thank you.
Zach's looking at me like I'm crazy.
All right. So I guess up next I got another cover up next. This one's by a band from Oregon or Washington, something like that. I literally heard one song of theirs, immediately fell in love. They'll never tour Philly. It's by Larry and His Flask, and it's called So Long. And this is my song of the summer. I think the weather right now is perfect for this. Hearing the frogs chirp outside my window pane, it's a happy reminder that summer's still far away. If I hold on tight, I'll make it through the night again. All of the stars above dissolving into my eyes, and they'll be bouncing off the back of my brain, though summer's still far away. Still one more day moon sway tonight. So long have I waited for it to be here. So long, and I don't think it's coming this year. There's always been a mangled song stuck between both of my ears. Oh, and it's so sad it could bring a grown man to tears. Hearing the frogs chirp outside my window pane, it's a happy reminder that summer's still far away. If I hold on tight, I'll make it through the night again. Now if I hold on tight, I'll make it through the night again.
Yeah, and that was Wat Williams in the cut. I remember that song.
Thank you.
I liked it.
No, that's a good one, man. I love it.
Yeah.
There's like the actual version. There's like a trombone solo and stuff going on.
Yeah.
It's a fun one.
Huh.
Yeah. No,
Gotta
they're
check it out.
Right band. They're a right band. Larry and his Flask.
I just kind of
Highly
remember it
recommend
in
it.
my drunkenness. Like, I was just like,
That tends to happen a lot on the open mics that I host. So. to me and the patrons. So.
nice, nice.
I guess up next I got something I wrote. I guess now pushing on 2 years for it. It's like the only complete song that I've ever written. So do over. My words are not empty. Their ink is bold and blue. I write with a heavy heart in my hand. Return to sender, never deliver. Is it the distance or self-imposed fear? Standing right here. Remember the moments and too scared to share. Remember the instant when we were aware that our hearts are beating and sinking to four times. So don't deviate from our own paradigm. Waiting for your song, waiting for time to move along. Procrastinate your love while we're all moving I'm standing right here.
Yeah, that was Wet Millions with an original cut.
The original one.
2 years in the making?
2 years, yeah. Well, actually, I wrote it in like half an hour, and then I've just been playing it for the last 2 years.
Oh,
so.
okay. Interesting.
But yeah, something like that. I love the live studio audience applause in here.
Oh, they're very gracious.
Yeah, no, great fans.
They show love, man. You know what I'm saying? So you wrote this 2 years ago. Took you 30 minutes to make. What's stopping you from getting it recorded?
Myself.
It's like one of those things where like you kind of like wait to like fill it out maybe. Yeah,
and it's like I mean I have ideas for it with like how I want the instrumentation to go. Like I have like an all-star cast, you know, that I want involved. You know, I want Mike involved.
Michael Smith. Big shout out to Michael Smith.
Big shout out to Mike Smith.
Euphony. Not
the Euphony machine.
Yeah.
Euphony?
You need Mike in the cut. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, absolutely. Yeah. You know, and then a couple other local musicians. You know, I want our buddy Eric involved. You know, Dave Jamil. Yeah. There's people that I want involved with it. Yeah. Chris Lax. It's just a matter. I want all those schedules combined, and then my schedule alone is
so tough sometimes.
Is busy enough. So
life is moving, you know.
Oh, exactly.
It's moving. But I think we got time for a couple more joints. We got maybe one or two.
Yeah, I've
got another one.
Yeah, I have another. You want one or two? It's
my producer's he's kind of like signaling over to the time. I guess. Yeah.
Yeah, a little one.
Let's get another one in there.
Yeah, we got one more. So this is the one that I mentioned earlier. I am the voice inside your head. And crawl back up into your bed. Somehow I made off with your key. Now I come when I please, go when I want to go. You were the only thing I like. You've been with me all the time. While you're somewhere out with your friends, I'm back here blowing up your cell phone. I've been practicing my lines. You've been waiting up all night for me to call you. 'Cause it makes me sick inside to be calling you up this late at night. That's what I do. You've been awaiting my return, and I've been equally concerned. Sleeping in the back of the van so I can sober up and call you up again. I've been practicing my lines. You've been waiting up all night for me to call you. 'Cause it makes me sick inside to be calling you up this late at night. That's what I do. 'Cause it's only one thing on my mind, to hit you up this late at night. And falling in love is the best time. Past the best times of my life. Now the silence is cold, and every time we talk it's dull and awkward.
That was magical.
Thank you.
Everybody at home, you have just been blessed by Wet Millions. And tune in every Sunday at 9 p.m. right here on La Brava 96.1 FM on the Marty After Dark show. Peace.